It is.
Today on the grid, it is Blind Critique Day. And this is where viewers send us in images and we give them an honest critique. And can I be honest with you? It's not going to be a good day for this. It's bad. It's just going to be bad. So if you're one of those people that send in images, this is your early warning to go do something else for the next hour. Anyway, we do have some fun stuff. We got some prizes. We got some news. I have a hamburger update, not a chicken sandwich update, but a hamburger update. And we got it's going to be a crappy day on the grid, and it all starts in just 12.4 seconds. Let's go.
The grid is brought to you by Platypod, the tripod alternative that is changing the world. Everybody has a Platypod. You should too. Go to platypod.com.
Hey,
here we are.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome. Glad to have you guys here. It's going to be a crappy day in the grid. Oh my gosh. Let me just say this.
I'm getting it ready.
Let me just say this. I don't think anyone's going to get the button today.
No.
But I got to tell you,
it's going to be a marginal day.
it's a marginal day.
What I would call it.
And I want to talk about this. This is upsetting, right? Now, Erik and I, we're photography educators. We want people to take great photos.
And photographers. Like, I go out on assignment. I do this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, this is what we do.
Yeah. I worked for a
And
media company
it's
for
like,
6 years
wow.
shooting. Anyway,
They're just a lot of marginal.
there are so many images today that are just,
Run of the mill.
they're run-of-the-mill, boring snapshots. And I can tell you what one of the biggest problems you're going to see today, I don't know why we have to drill this into everyone's, people shooting in bad light.
Yeah.
Just bad light. Like, guys, do you not know that good light is important?
Like, this is the Joe McNally thing. Like, photography, look at the word. It means painting with light. Like, that's what it is, right? That is the thing. Light is everything to your photos.
And
it's not just everything, but it's pretty much
it's
like,
pretty much
if you're going
it.
to rank stuff, the word is about light. Like, the thing we do is about light.
And you
So
know
let's
what?
keep that in mind.
You can stand in front of food, a beautiful plate of food. You can stand in front of an attractive person. You can stand in front of a beautiful landscape. And they can all look like crud because you shot them in bad light. And I'm seeing this stuff today, and I just want to, I'm like, I don't even have any good images. You know how at the end I would put a folder together and go, here's a bunch of good. There's not. It's just a crappy day.
One here, one there.
Yeah, but not even
Not
enough to put a
like,
folder
go
together.
like, hey, a folder.
I'm just, it's frustrating. I'm like, come on. So we're going to go through it, but it's not going to be pretty. Now, so let me real quickly, for those of you, I know there's probably people watching the first time and they're like, wow, these guys are harsh. We're not usually like this, but today is a very frustrating day.
Usually, we gotta kind of like tone it down.
Yeah,
a little
usually
bit,
it's up and down. Like, wow, that's a really great picture. Wow, that's not so good. Wow, that's great. Oh, that needs some work.
Because we both came in kind of depressed about it.
Yeah,
like,
we were talking about it.
We're like,
Erik's like, these pictures are terrible. I'm like,
they're just marginal.
yeah,
a lot of marginal.
They're not awful. They're not hit the button, but what they are is marginal. Is a good word. They're just like, They're like, they're snapshots. They're like, and there's a lot of travel today, and a lot of the travel shots look like snapshots. And let me tell you the
Snapshots with
difference.
nice cameras.
Yeah.
Snapshots with nice cameras.
Let me tell you what the difference is. A travel photo, a vacation photo is a snapshot. It's like, oh, look, I was in France, click. Oh, look, I was in Spain, click. And it just proves you were there. It's like what Wikipedia shows you when you go to their website, right? When you do travel photography, you're trying to create a gorgeous, beautiful image that moves people. And by moves them, they look at that and go, where is that? Oh my gosh, I got to go there. That's a beautiful travel photo.
And I'll say, if you're going on vacation and you're shooting travel photography and you're not putting yourself in the best light because it's convenient, because you're on vacation. I get it. But that's the hard thing with being a photographer is you got to chase the light. You got to chase the light.
You have to get up really early while everybody else is asleep. My wife says, you know what? I'll just sleep in. You go ahead.
Mine too.
I get
Like,
up in
that's
the morning.
cool.
I'm up at 4:45 a.m. I'm in my rental car, driving, the only person on the streets.
It's usually
trying
what
to
we
get-
are. Yeah, we're usually the only
Right?
people there.
And then the rest of the day, I can do whatever. I can, go to museums, and I can do some light shoplifting, and I can do whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to be out there, making great photos in really bad light. And that doesn't mean I won't ever take a photo in,
There are exceptions to rules, but in general,
But I sure as hell ain't putting him in my portfolio or turning him
Yeah.
in as my please critique my 3 best images. So you understand why we're a little cranky today. Now, I want to explain what this button is. So if somebody sends in images that are hopeless, they are not a photographer, there's no sense in them taking photos, just use your phone or whatever, use a point and shoot, because you're not a photographer. Owning a camera doesn't make you a photographer. It just makes you someone that owns a camera. What happens is, if it gets to that, Erik and I both have to agree, and then we
we'll
flip
flip
this
this.
top. It has a little plastic top.
Yep.
We flip the top, and I'm going to show you what happens if it happens. So Erik and I would both agree. We flip the top and say that it's time for someone to do this.
Go
Here
ahead,
we go.
push the
Ready?
button.
Now, it's happened twice so far. I don't think it's going to happen today. We're going to close
No,
it.
I don't think there's any of that. But
it's here,
It really
just in
was
case.
like it's like 50%. It's like everybody phoned it in at like 50%. And that's an F. If you're in school, that's an F.
That's an F. It's
You
super
know.
F. All right.
It's not sell your gear, but it's like you need to go back to class.
Dobson says it's currently 87 degrees and settlably cloudy in Tampa Bay. All right.
Yes.
Well, we have some prizes to give away today
We do.
to take the sting off the critiques.
Yeah, so we're going to be giving away a Platypod multi-accessory kit. So we have it right here. All the accessories for your Platypod. You'll be able to get that. You can get over on platypod.com, but somebody's going to win it today. We're also going to give away a copy of the iPhone photography book. This is a printed copy.
It's shipping.
Yep, it's shipping, so you can get it over on Amazon, but somebody's going to win that today as well. And then we're going to give away a copy of my night photography book. So we're going to give away that. Somebody's going to win that. And then also we're going to give away a copy of On1 No Noise. This is an AI plugin to remove noise from your photos. So we are going to give away a copy of that today. And as you can see, they brought up the little page where Kelby One members can get it actually for free, in case you didn't know. So there you go. You can become a Kelby One member by going over to kelby1.com.
It's a great thing.
Yeah. And I think some people might need to. But anyways, I digress. Enter the prizes. kel.by/grid prize. Go to that website. There'll be a form. You fill out the information. Tell us what you want to win. Then at the end of the show, we'll pick the winner at random, and we'll announce them at the end of the show.
Hey, while I'm thinking,
And make sure, there's a little button there if you want to subscribe for notifications and follow Scott's Facebook. That way you'll always get reminded about the show.
Yeah. And you'll get a day's notice before to turn in your images. Hey, I just want to mention this while we just saw Jason's name on screen.
Yeah, and there's Ron.
Hi, Ron.
I think Ron's going to enter.
Oh,
What he's gonna
can
want.
we get a screen that has the grid prize, like a graphic, a title screen that shows what
Yeah,
the address
we
is?
should do that.
Yeah, can we do that, guys?
Hey, Ron. Hey, Jason.
Hey, Jason. Hey, somebody.
Anybody. We'll make a little screen that says kl.by/grid prize.
Yeah.
Go into there's like an app called like Photoshop, I think. That'll do
It
that.
says he's working on it. Okay.
All
All
right.
right, good. That's great.
There's an app that'll do that.
Okay, so that's what's going. You guys ready to slog through this?
Let's do it.
All right, let's look at our first
All right.
first three
just
images.
just.
These are in no order.
Okay. All right. Well.
This is a vacation photo. This is a vacation photo.
I know what you're seeing.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to do.
But no.
No. And this one, This one is, I think, okay.
That's the best
It's the
one
best.
out of the marginal photos.
But I will say this: the black sky is not what we're going for. If you want to take this picture, you want to get it at blue hour. So after the sun goes down, there's a 15-minute segment. And by the way, there are all kinds of apps that will tell you exactly when blue hour is. And if you wait,
Yeah, it's not
until
really
10
an hour, too.
It's 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So, or it's 15 to 20 minutes on a good day.
Matters the time of year.
Yeah, but if they called it blue 15 minutes, nobody would wait for it.
Yes.
So it's got its own marketing campaign, but it's just, I mean, you don't want that solid black sky.
Yeah, I almost wonder if you're going to do that, if like black and white would be better or something else, and then I don't know. But again, it's the best of the marginal photos.
Yeah. So.
And why would this one be the best of the marginal photos?
Yeah, I don't
right?
know. I mean, this one is
kind of like.
And this one is, I think this one is good because the buildings are interesting.
Oh, and they also converge kind of in
Yeah.
that top half of the frame versus the other ones where that first one, I don't even know where you want me to look. That one
Right.
with like the boat
Yeah,
and the
this
harbor.
one, I don't know what's
like,
going on
Like,
there.
I mean, there's a boat out there and I'm looking at like a railing. Most of the image is just railing. And there, the moon's way too small for. I know what you're looking at. When you were there, probably looked beautiful. But a wide angle lens, the moon's going to look like a speck of. It looks like somebody's shined a flashlight in your
It's not a full
sensor.
moon, and it's not a quarter moon. It's that weird 2/3 moon.
Yep.
All right. Now, look how much space you have above the buildings.
Yep.
Why is there all that empty nothing there?
Yeah.
It's not a compositional trick where you're like trying to create empty space. It just looks like a mistake. So,
You know, the one thing, I mean, maybe if I could throw out like one thing you might have done well if we were like out there and there was people around, is that you shot over the people if there was people around.
I don't know.
But I don't know. But that's a good travel technique, you know, if you're
Yes.
out of places. But,
Yeah, but that's.
But again,
that's-
I'm stretching.
That's a
stretching.
stretch. Yeah, those are
I'm
rough.
trying.
All right. These are actually okay.
That's cool.
Like
That's cool.
these there's two good ones and one that's kind of
Okay.
marginal. I think
That's
this one's
cool.
pretty good. I love the shadow
Shadow.
play here.
Yeah,
And I'm going
the
to zip
light.
to the other one that's good. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
This is not. Now,
The water bottle out of there would be better.
yeah, number one, that's just going to say, water bottle's got to go. And if you want a chance of making this look good, get rid of the three kids in the background. That's number one. I would get rid of that bag altogether, just the whole bag. But still, the lighting on her is not good. If you had good lighting on her, the three kids were gone, the bottle and the bag was gone, it would certainly be better, but she has no expression whatsoever. She doesn't look, she just looks kind of bored. So it's just, there's nothing really going on here. Now,
Well, it's very out of place for your other
yeah,
two.
like this
as
is really
well.
good
Like,
and this is really good. Those
Yeah.
are creative and inventive, and this one's just, I don't know what happened
yeah,
here.
but hey, I
Hey, it's
think
better
that's
than
gonna
what-
be.
This is some
one
of the best of the
ones,
day.
Yeah.
Some of the best of the day you just saw. All right. This isn't bad.
No, it's not bad.
It needs a crop. I don't think it's a very good, like the square crop. I'm not think is necessary, but that's not bad. That's really not bad. This one's okay. I think you could use a crop and some straightening.
You get in tighter.
Yeah, get in a lot tighter on this. You could go. You're going with the square crop thing. Is that your thing? All right. Well, that limits what you can do, but we could maybe go.
Well, we don't have to go square. We could.
Yeah,
do
I wouldn't. I
adventures.
wouldn't go square. I think I would go wide. So let me unlock this, and I would go wider with this. Go in something like this, and also while we're here, let's just straighten it. I doubt that the water was leaning, so something like that I think is a better one, and that's not really bad. So I take it back. This one's pretty good. That one's pretty good with a little crop. This is not good. So what this is you saw a great moment of this eagle landing on a branch, but unfortunately you're just focused on the eagle. The eagle, you did capture an eagle at a good time in a really bad environment where
Yeah,
the
the eagle's
background.
just getting lost in the background.
Yeah, I wonder if we could throw
Blur.
some lens blur
Lens
on
blur.
it. Let's just go see.
'Cause that's what it needs. But the problem is, Well, I mean, you're all the way in at 800. It's just the fact that the trees are so close to the eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's just
It's
times
still processing, so give it a minute.
There's times when it's just not a shot.
Yeah, because this happens a lot to wildlife photographers where they are totally focused on the animal they captured and they're not looking at, is this a good photo? It's like,
there's nothing technically wrong with that photo.
no,
though.
but you could go a lot tighter. All right, that helps.
I mean, they're
And
already
then-
in at 800. You could just crop in.
Yeah, you could crop in. And you're going to need some work with the blur because you need to go here and hit the blur thing and blur all this back here too. It didn't do the blur like you would hope that it would. And
And that'll isolate the eagle against that, and it won't get lost.
Needs to be isolated. And then, I don't know, I think you kind of have to leave that as is.
Yeah.
But then you need to crop it very tight. That's the bad side over there. You don't need that tree. I'd say you could do something along the lines of that. Let's close this stupid thing that keeps opening. That's better, but it's not good. It's just,
Yeah.
that one's, I know you like the eagle and I do too, but the rest of the photo stinks. And this is okay, and this is pretty good. All right, so that's not really that bad. So that was good. All right.
And none of them are bad.
All right, so let's take a look at this one. And this one.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just go through them. First off, there's no shadows. It's a floating in white air. You would need to add shadows to this.
Yeah.
It just does. It looks just. And I know you might
It
want to
looks
put it on a white
like
background, but
clipped out. It just looks clipped out.
Yeah,
that's
nothing.
No life.
It's got to have shadows.
No life.
This one especially has
Same
got to
thing.
have shadows. The lighting's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. And then this one, I like her pose, but there's a lot going on here. The lighting. So this side of her face is lit correctly. This side of her face, the light is too soft, and there's kind of a look. You can almost see this oval of darkness on her face.
Yep.
So I would brighten that up. But look, you got to do something with these sunglasses. You can see the whole studio and everything reflecting in there. You got to fix that. Pick a color and then make it all that color, because you're not going to really see. I mean, her eyes are there somewhere. Oh, there they are. So I would clean the heck out of this. This is a mess for a sunglass shot. And you could put your own reflection if you want to put like a circle or something. But yeah, this one I think has a lot of potential. But cutting off her fingers is very bad. That's really, you can't do that.
Yeah, on the edge of the frame there.
Yeah. Cutting off her fingers is not good. So you're going to need to go to Photoshop, and you're going to need to go to Generative Expand, and you need to go a little this way. Hey, while we're doing this, did you see there's a new release of Lightroom, and they added two very important things to the masking. They added a feathering slider, ready? Mm-hmm. And an edge control where you can change the edge of the mask.
Oh, that's nice.
That's very nice. Those are
nice.
huge changes. All right, do you see how much better this looks when you add in the rest of her fingers and all that?
Yeah,
Right.
it's always weird, and I guess maybe that's what you're describing to people. Like when you're shooting portraits, and you crop off weird spots on body parts.
Yeah, and let me go in here with the brush.
So I always think, am I amputating the person with my crop at a weird spot?
Yeah, we need to do something right in here. Maybe open shadows instead of exposure. But something in there needs to be a little brighter, and then fix those sunglasses. And it would be a whole lot better.
And
See how dark her face was? Look at that.
Yes. I love John Duke's comment here. Owning a professional frying pan does not make you a chef either.
That's true.
Because I love
Hi, John
that. I
Dukes.
love that when I have I got the nice professional camera, and like, oh, you got a professional camera, you must take great pictures. And you're like,
Mariana says it's not a good day for photographers.
And then Marianne's also saying, I wonder why. Wondering why blue hour and golden hour are called hours if it lasts 20 minutes been always pleased by the name hours, which lasts 20 minutes. I mean, it is in certain areas. I mean, for example, if you're in Iceland in the summer, your blue hour and your golden hour is going to be longer than an hour. It's going to be ridiculously long.
Speaking of that, you know who's in Iceland right now?
I do not.
My wife is in Iceland.
Nice.
So my wife and her best friend Jean, they flew to Iceland, flew to Reykjavik, and they caught a cruise. And they're going to be on a 7-night cruise. And they're about 3/4 of it through. But today is my wife's birthday.
Are they going to see the eclipse up there?
I don't know.
It's happening on the 12th. You ought to figure that out. Yeah,
she'll be
really
home by the
cool.
12th. No, she'll be home this weekend. So
12th,
today's her
eclipse up
birthday, and we're very excited when she gets back. We're going to have a big celebration.
Cool.
But, you know, I told my wife, you know, so I'm at home with the dogs. It's me and the dogs. Mm-hmm. And I told my wife, and I said, honey, you're leaving me for 9 days. I just want to let you know there's a pretty good chance I'm going to have some younger women over while you're gone. And I told her, I said, honey, there could be women as young as, now these are a lot younger than me, right? So it's probably a little inappropriate. I could have women as young as 62, 60. I mean, crazy stuff. She did not find that as funny as I did. Anyhow.
Well, she also left you during like our thunderstorm season here, right?
Yeah, my poor dogs, you know. It's like, anyway, our dogs are scared of them. But she's getting great pictures on her iPhone 17 Pro. She's gone and seen puffins. She's gone on a whale watch. They're just having a ball on the trip. The two of them have been best friends forever. Jean, who was with her, used to be our business partner. She retired 3 years ago, but she was our business partner. She started all this with us, but she's since retired. And we've remained friends. Let me tell you how long we've known Jean. I used to work with Jean at First Union Brokerage, so First Union Bank's brokerage division. She was my operations manager, and I'm married 37 years, and Jean was at our wedding. So we've known Jean for many years. She's a dear friend, and the two of them are having a ball. But she'll be home in a few days, and until then, I'm having a bunch of very young women over. And they're
all right.
Here's what we're doing when the women get there. I'm going to tell you right now. We're taking fiber gummies. We're doing some stretches, you know, some light stretching and stuff. And then we watch Jeopardy. It's the greatest time.
No Wheel of Fortune?
And some Wheel of Fortune. Thank you.
Gotta watch that Wheel of Fortune.
Gotta watch the wheel. All right. We're going to take a break before we look at our next images. So it'll give you time to recoup from what we've already seen. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Hello everybody, this is Nikon Ambassador Hilmar Smith and I'm here at Kelby 1 and I just finished recording my latest class on how to run a professional portrait shoot without a big crew. I'm going to be talking about all the things that you need to know. So it's preparation, it's gear choices, it's client direction, it's production flow, it's troubleshooting, how to manage absolutely everything and everything that you need to know to get your photography career going without the need of having many people join you. You can do all of this by yourself. Just follow me and check out my new class at Kelby 1.
Look, if you ever wanted to get into lighting and you're like, I don't know, it seems complicated, it seems hard, have I got a course for you. It's on continuous lighting. And continuous lighting today is phenomenal. The technology has changed, everything's been updated, and continuous lights are so bright, you can do so much with them, and it takes all the fear and all the doubt away. I'm going to take you through the whole thing from beginning to end. You're going to see every single step, and when I'm done with this class, there is no way you will not be able to make beautiful portraits using continuous light on location anywhere you want. We're using a battery-powered system. It's going to be awesome. You're going to do great with it, and it's exclusively here at Kelby 1.
We need to see the shout outs. Hey,
Yeah, we
we're
got
back on a
got
fun
people
day.
joining us all over the place. We got Lori saying hi from Newfoundland. We got Dave saying hi from Georgia, up in Atlanta. Jacko saying hi from Dublin.
Let's go.
Phil W saying hi from Chicagoland. Jack saying hi from Princeton, New Jersey. Mark saying hi from Las Vegas. Norway, it's Singbjorn Lofhem.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
From Bergen.
From
love
Bergen.
Bergen.
Yeah.
What a great town.
Tim saying hi from Kissimmee. Marianne saying hi from England. Larry saying hi all the way in Key West. Claudia saying hi from Canada. Andrew saying hi from Sweden. Ann saying hi from California. Liesel saying hi. Hey, Liesel,
Hey,
down
Liesel.
from Venice. Paul Kober.
Hey, Paul.
Saying hi from Holland, Michigan. And then, Niraj saying hi from India.
All right.
All
Glad
right.
to have everybody here.
And Upson was putting up a note, I think, down below that there's a lot of comments of people are scared, but then also avoid submitting photos of fear of their critique. I mean, the one thing that I will say on that side, because we talk about this a lot, the reason why this is good, even if you're at that point where you're like, we're telling you you're in bad light or you don't have a subject or you're dropping off hands, we're going to tell you what you need to know versus you've probably been told, my photos are great. My photos are awesome. Everybody loves my photos, because your friends, your family, they're not going to be honest with you. It happens to me too. I'll show them photos that I know are crap and they love them. You know, and I love them for that.
And
like
also,
this,
but
this is what family does. And what
they're
friends
not
do.
they're not photographers.
Yeah.
They're not looking at it from an aspect of, is this good photographically? They're like, oh, that's a cool place. Oh, that's a rocket. That's a plane. Whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they're not looking at it with a critical eye. All right. So, anyway, the reason why we do these critiques blind, where we don't say the photographer's name, is because we want it to help you. We want it to help other people, but we don't want to publicly humiliate you, right? We don't want to make you feel bad and all your friends and everything and all. Nobody will know whose images these are. We don't have any idea whose images they are. It comes, they come in a folder. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know who you are. So,
and the reason I stress that is because it's the word fear that really gets to me, because that fear is what really keeps us from progressing.
Yeah.
Fear is the mind killer.
Yep.
It is the thing that will keep you. So don't be fearful to send in your photos. Just take the advice, and so many people have taken the advice, sometimes reacted negatively at first, but then 6 months later come back and been like, that was what changed my photography, because I took the advice and I used it, and I'm not fearful anymore of it.
Yep, I'm with him. All right, let's take a look at our next shot of vacation photos. Yep, all kinds of tourists taken in the worst possible light. This is Sintra in Portugal.
Again, you're just seeing the castle, the building, you're looking past everybody in the shot in the bad light. You need to, as a photographer, look at the people and the light and the subject. And that's where you got to bring it all together.
I sat in this, close to the same location, off to the left a little, for probably 20 minutes. Now, I picked a shady spot. I stood in the shade. I leaned against a wall, and I waited till I could get the least number of people. And then I was able to remove them fairly easily. But I bet waited.
Lightroom would take out most of those people already.
It
right?
would, but at the time that I did it, which was maybe 2 years ago, it didn't have all the features it has today.
No.
So I leaned against that photo, and that wall, and I waited until there was less people.
And that's what we do,
And
like
I shot
travel
it later in the
photographers.
day.
I seen, and you guys are everybody now is at a great time for this, because you don't have to do all that. What Scott was doing there, he's leaning up a building, he's shooting sometimes one frame when there's some people not over here, one frame when there's some people not over here, and then we used to have to combine it. I remember being with him in the Hall of Mirrors in the Versailles. We must have spent an hour to get a shot, and finally to the point of which we were sending up people to like, we were patient, we're waiting, but somebody just wasn't moving for like 20 minutes. And we were like, hey, could you just move? And they did. And
They
then
were
we got
like,
the
"Oh,
shot.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You know who it was? Do you remember who it was that went and asked them to
Serge.
move? It was Serge
Serge.
Romilly. It was
Yeah.
Serge. Because Serge was working with
Yeah.
us. All right, and Serge
We sent him because he
speaks
sent French. So in case, usually it's a tourist, but
All right,
just in case.
let's look at that one. Oh, here's another shot one in bad light. This is not as bad light. This is later, much later in the day.
Well, but what you have is the light isn't giving you anything.
No,
Even though the light might be lower on the horizon, you're not getting
Yeah.
colors. There's no sky.
No sky.
And two, you're kind of a weird on your subject.
Yeah.
Like, what is your subject? I understand
is
it's
it the tower. Is it the castle?
Yeah.
What am I looking at? It's not happening. And this is the
pretty
best of the three.
decent,
The
yeah.
Patrona Towers.
And you see how it's night, but it's not night. It's that
I know,
sunset.
But let me ask you, Eric. That's got to be a sky replacement.
It does look like it.
Look at the color in the city.
Yeah,
Right.
nothing's getting reflected on the buildings, is what I'm
so
seeing.
to get that city to look like,
I would think that right
gotta kinda
building
go-
over there would have some color in it.
yeah, and see how I added. So look what I just did here. Because everything's blue. Why would it be blue if the sky is like orange?
Warm. I push in some
Yeah.
magenta too.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Something in
There you go.
And then, by the way, when you're shooting at night, if you go to the white slider, that controls the lights of the buildings.
And that's also going to help too.
But I would
bring it alive.
not apply it to the sky. So what you do is go sky, and then choose invert. So it's everything but the sky, and then you add your whites in. Then you can look how you can control the lights. Just like you have a dimmer switch. Whee! You can really make those lights punchy, and then
Right, open over the shadows too.
I would go down and add some clarity too.
Yeah.
Clarity. Buildings love clarity. Look at that. Wow.
But
And
hey-
what was the other thing you said? Open up some shadows.
Well, just because it should be lighter, it should be a little lighter if it's that much.
Right.
Like not that much, but you
Oh,
get what I'm
come on,
saying.
That's all right. Well, I'm looking
Yeah.
at that screen. No, that's not
Okay,
bad.
I'm looking at this screen.
Now,
It
look
should
at
have
the
been at
screen.
like
That's
60.
Not bad. That's not
And
bad.
then that's not bad.
And then what I
So-
would do is maybe then just lower the overall exposure a bit, kind of dial it
Yes,
in
yes.
there. So,
But if you look
kinda-
at before and after, that looks more realistic for if you're gonna do the sky replacement.
Yeah.
But again, that's where I would ask, like, if you did the sky replacement, why didn't you do the sky replacement in the others?
yeah.
If you're gonna do that,
Now,
like,
it is possible it wasn't a sky replacement, but it just
It
maybe
doesn't
then
look
it's just
like
your
it.
white balance in camera was way off.
maybe
Could have been that.
I doubt it.
I kind of doubt it too. But anyway, it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So at least you got one that's not bad. But all right, let's go. Where were we? Let's go over here.
Uh-oh.
Looks like Cambridge, the home of Lady St. Clair, or close to the home, very close.
I'll tell you what, that's going to happen on if it was my photo. All those tourists would be
All those
gone.
tourists would be
I would leave
gone.
them the boat guy, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's Cambridge.
Boy, I bet that would look really good in great light.
Yeah,
Bet that look better too.
yeah. Terrible light, terrible sky, terrible. This is the best of the three.
Yeah.
A longer exposure could have made this really good. But, well, can I say this? So what would you say is the subject here? It's either the pylons or the mountain.
Yeah, the cliff over there on the left. Yeah.
2/3 of this shot is the ugly rocks in front of me.
It might get closer to some.
I would just,
yeah.
well, first let's
Or
just crop this.
it.
Crop
Yeah.
this as a
Crop
pano.
the bottom.
Yeah, crop this as a pano, because let's see if I can do
Yeah,
this without.
crop it like it's hot.
Did you just say?
I'll tell you what.
Crop it like it's
we
hot.
did that one time for a Photoshop World T-shirt. It was during a Midnight Madness.
I like
Crop
that.
it like it's hot.
And then the whole thing looks a little too bright to me.
Yeah. I
And-
might even vignette and Mimo it up a little bit. Like
Well,
with
I
some
think I would do
streaking.
more to the sky
Yeah,
up
that's what I'm
here.
saying, like
I
vignette
would,
that.
I would actually drop a
Like a
linear gradient,
Yes.
like right at the
Ditto.
very top
Ditto.
of the sky. Really make
Yeah.
it nice and dark.
I might even do that on the bottom too.
Well, yeah. Well, in that case, you could just do a vignette, but I could, add another.
Well, no, I like the linear gradient top and bottom for these. That's the Mimo.
These are Mimo
That's why
style.
I
I'm
call
just
it
going to
Mimo
say
style.
these are Mimo style.
Yeah, see, like that
yeah,
just
this
brings
is
me
starting
in.
to look good.
That brings me into the center. Like if I saw that first, I would have been like, okay, cool.
Yeah. So there's before and there's after. That's nice. So
Nice.
you would do all of this in Lightroom too.
Yes.
This is exactly the same. All right, Mark Velick, let's talk about this. Lightroom
Yes.
has generative expand, but Classic didn't get it. Yes, Mark. All right, for those of you, I mentioned that Lightroom Classic got some masking stuff. So Lightroom has a desktop version. We call it the cloud version, but it's called Lightroom Desktop. And it got generative expand, but Classic didn't get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not happy about it.
And we know why.
Do we, though?
Well, what do we really call Lightroom? What do you really call Lightroom?
I'm not saying it.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, we're not happy about it, Mark. We're actually, what's the word I'm looking for? We're pissed, as I think is
So
what
this
it
is a great comment. But this is where it's going to not be the answer you want to hear.
Yes, I see Dave's comment.
For those of us who travel in with tour groups,
Oof.
we often don't get opportunities to shoot in golden and blue hours. What suggestions do you have?
Dave, first, let's say that your tour groups notoriously leave at horrible times.
Yes.
They leave at 9:30,
Always the
10
wrong
in
time.
the morning, and they come back, and you're back at the hotel. Here's the thing, Dave, and I've been on tour groups, right? You've been on tour groups.
Yes.
You can still get up early before the tour group,
Yes.
hours before the tour group leaves. Tell the concierge at your hotel, I need a car here at 4:45 in the morning, and I need them to take me to this spot, and wait for me. Let me get out and take my pictures, get back in, and all this stuff. And then you go back to the hotel, you have breakfast, and then you join your tour group. You do not have to, you're not a hostage in the hotel. Go
Yes.
out and do these things. You're going to wind up with a bunch of crappy photos during the tour group time, but you can stay out later. You can get up earlier, and this is especially bad on cruise ships.
Actually, that's why I don't even take a camera on cruise ship. Forget it. You're never going to get a shot because you're kind of stuck on the boat. They haven't docked yet,
Yep.
so you can't do anything. But if you're traveling with a tour group, I do the same thing. The other thing I'd suggest is put a shoulder day on the backside of your
Yeah.
trip. And that way you can go back to locations you saw in the tour group on that last day, and I do that all the time.
What he's
You know?
saying is killer, and don't do it up front. Don't get
Yeah.
there a day early. You
Do it
want
on
to
the
go to
backside.
all the locations, and then you can go back to new ones or put it at the end. Philip says Camera Raw also got blemish removal, and neither version of Lightroom got it. Philip, that's actually okay. I don't have any problem with that. Here's why. If you notice, they've shifted this to where Camera Raw gets it first and then Lightroom. But Lightroom will usually get it. If it goes to Camera Raw, then okay, next update. They're doing a lot of updates. They're doing a lot of updates. They've been adding a lot of stuff. Not as much to Lightroom Classic as I would like. But yes, the fact that Camera Raw has blemish removal and neither Lightroom got it means Lightroom will get it next. That is true. Hey, Susan. Hi, Susan. 2.39 to 1 crop. That's kind of what we do. Stuart Greenberg. Stu says, also known as the Kelby crop. I don't know. I like Kuna's crop it like it's hot.
Crop it like
I
it's
think
hot.
that's the
Yeah.
crop it
But
like it's hot.
back to the comment, though, I just want to, because I want to stress this, because
Yes.
we hear this so much.
Go.
We've got, like I said, like Scott said, and I do that all the time, too, if I'm out traveling with family. Get up early and go out before they're going to do the tours. Put a shoulder day on the back. Or the other thing is, you might have to break from doing the tour group stuff. You might have to. And you still can have amazing vacations. You might even want to look at things like, I know we run workshops a lot of times. We'll run it where spouses come, and then they can kind of manage getting we get the cool photos because we go out at the
Yep.
inconvenient times, and then still have, a trip in there.
Do you know that when I do my workshops, and I've got one coming up next month in Belgium, and then the following month in Italy. There's my website right there. So going to Florence and going to Bruges, Belgium, and Ghent, and Brussels, as a matter of fact. So those are coming up. Do you know that every day I take a 5-hour break in the middle of the day? Like we go out and shoot at dawn. I mean, literally, sometimes we're catching the bus at 4:45 or 5 a.m. All right, and then we go back to we have breakfast. We go to the classroom. We're in the classroom till lunch. We do not go out again until the light gets good. We take a 5-hour break, 5 hours to go do stupid stuff. And
exactly.
Or, I mean, you can catch up on sleep. You can go to museums. You can do good stuff,
too. You balance it.
Go see attractions. And then we come back. We meet late in the day for a shoot, and then we go to a sunset shoot.
Yep.
But we're doing it all in good light. We only shoot in good light. That's our thing. All right.
There are exceptions to that rule if we have like something that inside that we can control the light or something like that.
Or
but
like
we run our
when I
workshops
went
the
to
same.
Switzerland, and you want to shoot the mountains in the day, right? You want to shoot them on a blue, crisp
Well, you
sky.
got to get the sun to get to the right levels, right?
So we did shoot in the day, some there. That's fine. Alice and Jeremy are watching. They said, or get your Uber driver to take you somewhere on Sunday morning. So here's why Allison is saying that. Because she and Jeremy got up and drove me to a shoot in London really early. I was teaching at the photography show in London. And at the O2, is it the O2? Is that where it was?
I think so.
I forget. It's not the O2.
Sounds like it.
It's someplace else. But anyway, they were kind enough to get up in the morning and drive me into central London to do a shoot, like early in the morning, early. But it came out great.
But that's what you do.
That's what you do. And I'm there for business, like I'm teaching at that conference. But Allison and Jeremy, I made him get up early.
Yeah.
And my Uber driver, Jeremy, took me, and he was great.
And if you don't like getting up early or staying up late, then master studio lighting and portrait photography, and then you control the light, and you don't have to worry about it.
Let's look at another image. Here we go, and then we'll take a break. Let's take a look. Nope. Better, but still bad light, middle of the day, hazy.
No.
You're trying.
Yeah.
I'd say you tried here and you tried here.
I think the first one was the one that, like, it's,
No.
Like, that one, I like what you're doing on the other two.
Yeah. Just, again, shooting in crappy light.
I think you could do stuff in post with that second one, the one with flowers. I mean, but it's still, at a better light, it'd be better.
Why don't you just do it in good light?
Yeah. Well, it's hard. Mount Fuji, too, gets clouded up.
Oh, gosh, is it ever. All right. So let's take a short. When we come back, we got some more images to look at and more stories about Allison and Jeremy. Not really. Oh, I got a hamburger update when we get back. Let's do the hamburger update.
My name is Sapna Reddy. I'm a nature and landscape photographer, and I'm very excited to share my very first Kelby class with you. This class is focused on shooting waterfalls. We will be covering the gear that we need to use, including different kinds of filters, shooting conditions that are ideal for waterfall photography, exposure bracketing, focus bracketing, as well as achieving the correct shutter speed for modulating the texture of the waterfall, which will make it a truly compelling image. This is a comprehensive class which will cover every step of shooting waterfalls, and at the end of it, you will be an expert. So come join me on my latest class at kelby1.com.
Hey guys, Frank Dorhoff here. Welcome in our studio in the Netherlands, and welcome to a new class on Kelby One. Do you ever wonder, like, how can we get more creative with our photography? Are you a little bit afraid when you look at those websites and you can see all those props and they are pretty expensive and you don't know what to buy? Why not start with the stuff that you already have? Why not get some, let's say, emergency blankets, or maybe get a torch? If the light is too bright or too large, use a little bit of piece of cardboard. You will find out that in this class, you will look at your photography equipment in a totally different way. There are no more excuses. I don't have expensive gear. I don't have expensive backdrops. After this class, you will make the best of even an emergency blanket.
Join me on this new class on Kelby One to create great images with cheap materials that you can find in and around your house. And you probably already have a load of them that I'm going to show you in this class. See you online.
Hey, we are back. All right, I got a real quick burger update. So I kind of knew this on some level, but I was reading about it in my news feed. So I use the Apple News Reader, which I think is great. I love the Apple News. It comes with your Mac, and you can subscribe to it, and then you get a news feed, and I monitor like every news source you can think of, but you can also say, I'm into photography, and I'm into whatever, and it'll give you blocks of that stuff. Anyway, I have a food section because I love food, and which is, I guess, not that unusual. But they were talking about best burgers, like, you know, and it was like Food and Wine or some big magazine, you know, that said, hey, we asked 5 chefs and all, and they chose this one, and I went and tried it with that in mind, and it blew me away, and you're not going to believe where it's from. I'm talking about a fantastic burger, like top-of-the-line burger, shockingly good, shouldn't be as good as it is. You can get it for lunch or dinner at the Outback Steakhouse.
Well, I actually do agree with that one.
Dude, I'm telling you, the Outback burger is underrated by a ton. In fact, I think that's
usually what my wife gets when she goes there.
Dude, that burger,
yeah.
I'm telling you guys,
it's a sleeper.
Phenomenal. It's a sleeper. So that's my burger tip for the week.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at some more images. Nope. No.
Definitely not.
Looks like somebody went to Portugal. It's 3 no's for me.
Well,
this isn't
in the right light. These would all be pretty good.
I know. Well, this one, even in the right light, it just looks like you went to San Francisco, but you're really in Lisbon.
Yeah, that's true. Be better.
This one's just kind of messy. This is Porto, Portugal. It's just messy, and it's in the worst possible light.
There's a lot going on, right?
Yeah, there's a lot going on, and it's just messy. And that bridge was built by I thought it used to be built by Gustav Eiffel, who designed the Eiffel Tower. But apparently on my last trip there, they said, no, it's not. It was his protege that built that. It's a beautiful bridge. There's so much to be done there, and this is just not.
And this again, this
worst
might be one of those
possible light.
comments where somebody says, "Well, that's
I
when
was
they
on a
took me,
tour,
and
and I was,
you know,
what? Those boats
go back after.
Those boats are all there at 5 in the morning. You just got to get up early, and you can get
that first one has potential.
It has some potential, but it's really kind of bad light, and the sky is just.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
photography.
Yeah, those are vacation photos.
Lights.
Looks like you had a nice vacation. All right, let's take a look here. So these aren't bad, but they're not real good either. Now it looks like you intentionally desaturated the crowd, or maybe the whole scene. But your problem is you need to get separation from that crowd. This is where I would go in here, and maybe it'll do better than the last one, because the last one it did not do very good. But turn on lens blur and hope that it helps, and you're gonna have to slide this a little. Yeah, you're gonna have to slide this to see if you. There we go. A little more on the background, then increase the amount.
And then you're gonna get that ball back in there.
Yeah, the ball's not in there. So what you're
got to paint it
now?
in.
There's a couple of different. The racket's not in there either.
Yeah.
Now this might be a little tough to do. Yeah. So here's what I would do. This is a slick trick here to fix this. What you're going to do is this. Go in here first. Open it in Photoshop. Let's do that first. Go to Photoshop. And you need to select him first. So go to any selection tool, then go up here under Select Subject and choose Cloud, so it does a better selection. It's going to take a couple extra seconds, but it's much better and doesn't cost you anything. Hit Select Subject. See if it gets him in the racket and everything.
Yeah,
it got everything but the ball. But that's okay.
You can add it.
You're going to go to, while you have selection tools, get the Object Selection tool, hold the Shift key, and see if you can get just that ball. Got it. So now we have him, right? All in focus and everything. Wait, let's go look at the racket.
It didn't do the ball that well.
Did it not do the ball?
And it didn't do the racket that well.
Oh, it did not do that very well. All right, let's undo that. We'll fix them both. Here, look, just go get a elliptical, and we'll get the ball. Close enough. All right. Now, the racket it did not do that good on, which is surprising, but not impossible.
What a racket.
So we're going to get the lasso tool, right, and add in the racket. Well, you get the puns today, don't you?
What a racket.
What a racket. All right. And then I'm doing a crappy job of this, but you'll do a better job, I hope.
You have to do a better job. Yeah, you
this
just got
is-
to. It
this
just
is
takes.
pretty
This
bad.
stuff takes time.
Yeah, I'm doing a very lame job here. So give me 1 second. I got to get a little better than this because I won't be able to sleep at night. Oh gosh, this is getting worse. Hold on. Oh jeez. Oh wait a minute. What
It's
if
really
I,
hard when you're
hey,
using that trackpad.
What if I use the Object Select tool to get the rest?
Yeah,
of
just
this?
like say, oh no, it went.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad.
Better
That'll
than what I
work.
had.
That'll
All right,
work.
We're going to go with that.
We'll accept it.
So you're going to put that up on his own layer. You're going to press Command J if you're on a Mac, or Control
Yep.
J in Windows,
So there
and
it
that way
is.
everything's in focus, right? So now, then you go to this guy, then you go to the background layer, right? And you go to Camera Raw, or you do this in, well, you have to do it in Photoshop. Go to Apply, and
It's
then
the same thing as the develop module.
yeah, and then slide this all the way to the right. You gotta slide. There we go. Look at that. They're way out of
Yeah,
focus.
now the crowd's gone.
All right. So now, but so is his racket, and so is the ball.
Yeah.
So you go back here, and then you make him visible. And look, the racket and the ball are back.
The
Hey,
ball
where's
didn't
my
do-
ball?
The ball didn't do a great job.
What happened to the ball?
I don't think it worked.
Oh, maybe when I selected this, it deselected the
Oh,
ball.
yeah.
All right. Well, now you have to get tricky, and you have to go in there, and you have to kind of bring the ball back.
Oh, you're not gonna be able
I'm
to.
not-
'Cause you got the blurs already on the background layer.
Oh, yeah. Well, you get the idea. But that's how you keep the racket and all that stuff in focus. Either way, it's okay. It's not tremendous. But this one, I kind of like. The lighting, of course, isn't great. His eyes are completely in shadow. You could edit that a little bit. This is the one I have the most problem with because I don't see a ball.
It just looks like he's falling.
And it's out of focus.
Yeah.
He's out of focus. You know what's in focus? The word Rolex. He's not in focus, and there's
Yeah.
no ball. So that's just
Yeah.
a swing and a miss. So it's kind of a mixed bag there.
I see what you did. Swing and a miss. I see what you did
See?
there.
See what I did there? Speaking of a swing and a miss,
Just a bit outside.
so here's what happened here. You're enamored with all the
Yep.
lights. I don't
Yep.
blame you.
It's probably a cool place.
Probably
Yeah.
a very cool place, but your subject does not look happy or interested or anything.
When you almost have to isolate to not get the other people, you'd have to do something
Yeah, all those
like
other
so
people.
it doesn't get distracting. So
But even so, your subject isn't giving you anything. She looks like a nice person. But she's just, yep, I'm staring there. I'm staring at this. And I'm staring up at that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? There's no
Yeah,
emotion. There's no nothing.
there's no story to
Yeah,
it.
there's no story. Those are kind of three swings and a miss.
You were a cool place. Not sure.
Whoops. That's a duplicate. Here we go.
These don't look bad from the thumbnail.
Yeah, right? These don't look bad. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Let me see anything lighting wise. No, I think it all looks pretty good. That one looks all right. Yeah. This one, kind of James Bond thing going on, right? I think that looks pretty good. It's probably the same person too, which is kind of cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I think it's like a James Bond poster, right?
Yeah, that looks like it could be a poster for something,
Yeah, I think that is a recreation of a Bond one. This one, it's not making it.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. The lighting on her is
it's way above marginal.
But I think the whole thing looks too bright. I think it does have a
it is
overly
a little too bright. Yeah, that's
so
gonna help.
Bring it down a bit. It looks a little flashy, so bring down the highlights a little.
Yeah, that's looking better.
I think somewhere in there maybe. Just her skin tones look better. It doesn't look so flashy.
Yes, but that's pretty good stuff. I mean, that's some of the
better. That's better. It's one of some of the better ones of today.
Yeah, it makes me feel better. That makes me feel better.
Your lighting looks pretty good, so that's tough lighting. Whoops, that's the same thing again. Uh-oh.
Oh. Whoa.
The last one's
that's the best.
Certainly the best.
That's the best.
These two look so old-fashioned. They look like pictures you'd see in the 60s of dogs.
Yes.
And the one dog has got a really bad reflection in the eye.
Well, yeah, it's just being blasted with light.
Yeah.
You can see the shadow behind them,
Take
too.
the dogs outside.
Yeah.
Take them outside. Boy,
or get your lighting better. Or work on your lighting.
Get your lighting a whole lot better. It's just, it's too bright. It's too flashy.
Oh, remember we were saying photography, like it's about, what's that word?
Light.
Oh, yeah, lighting. Light.
And let's, you could bring in some vignette that might help here. So I'm bringing in a huge vignette here. That would help a bit. And then I would probably go in with a brush, but I mean, I would scratch this photo altogether. Go in, we open up the shadows a little bit right in here.
But at the same time, I think what you're showing here is if you're not going to master lighting or go out at the right times, at least go into the Camera Raw Develop module and work the lighting that you have to make it a little better.
Yeah. I think the lighting on the image on the right certainly looks better than the lighting on the image on the left, where everything is just overlit. Also, you lost some of the paw. You can't lose the paw. Come on.
Yeah.
You can't lose the paw.
Amputation.
Yeah. So, I mean, you'd have to do this. Go in
like
Photoshop.
You said, that one's kind of like...
Yes, these two are pretty not good.
The last one, I think, had the potential.
A little bit. All right, that's enough right there. Give us a few seconds.
And again, you're enamored by dogs. They're amazing. They're awesome. Like,
love dog. Yeah, look how
it.
much better that looks with the rest of the paw.
Yeah, definitely better.
Cute dog.
Yeah,
it's not the dog's fault.
That's not the dog. It's
not
what we're talking
dog.
about is
it
the
ain't
photography.
That dog.
It
That's
ain't
the good
the subject.
Dog. We're gonna take a short break. When we come back, we're gonna look at the last few ones and see where we land. So stick around. We'll be right back on Blind Photo Critique Day on a harsh blind photo. Ooh.
Hey, we haven't pushed the button. That's good.
Okay, landscape photographers, wildlife photographers, all you guys, travel photographers. I've had so many of you come up to me and go, you know what, I stink at taking portraits. I'm not any good at them. I've never taken a good portrait. I'm not a portrait guy. Just not me. I'm not a portrait gal. Nope, not me. You know what? You're probably not until you watch this course. I'm gonna set you up for success. We're gonna stack the deck, and all of a sudden, the clouds are gonna part. You're gonna take your first portrait following everything I say in this class. You're gonna look in the back of your camera and you're gonna go, holy cow, I can do this. You're gonna become a portrait photographer when you do this, because you're gonna fall in love with the whole process, because it's easy and simple. There's steps that people are leaving out, and I'm putting them in. You're gonna get all of them in my brand new course. It's called Taking Your First Portrait and Knocking It Out of the Park, and it's exclusively here at Kelby One.
Hello, my name is John Dukes, and I want to invite you to watch my Kelby 1 class, Blue Hour Mastery, how to create dynamic cityscape photography. You're going to create photos that are going to impress everyone you show. People are going to get that wow effect. We're going to learn how to scout the location, what Blue Hour is, all the different levels of twilight that you could shoot your photo in, camera settings. We're going to talk about gear. We're going to talk about how to take that photo from being a snapshot to a gorgeous cityscape image that you're going to want to hang up on your wall. So come join me at kelby1.com. We're going to have a lot of fun.
I'm Rick Salmon, and I'm really excited to tell you about my latest Kelby 1 class. I've teamed with Chicago-based meteorologist Mike Kaplan. Why, Mike? Because great photography isn't about perfect weather. It's about understanding the weather. Mike, known by his co-workers as the Professor for his dedication to weather and science, and I kick things off by showing you why weather matters. Then we teach you how to read the sky, so you can anticipate those dramatic moments, from rainbows to auroras, before they happen. And together, Mike and I show you how to use weather conditions to create stronger and more compelling images. You'll learn how to work with fog, storms, and clouds. We also cover gear and accessories that help you capture those epic shots. And finally, we show you how to enhance your images in Photoshop and Lightroom, bringing your vision to life. So my friends, I really hope you can join us for this awesome class only on Kelby 1.
And here we are.
Hey, we are back, Scott and Erik. And hey, we've just been informed that Jason has a graphic ready for the grid prizes submission. Let it rip, Jason.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's pretty good.
There you go. So we'll just use that next time.
Yeah, let's use that. I like that.
right.
Leave it up there for a second because that's where you submit for your prize, and we're about to
We're about to pull the
plug
winners.
on the right. Let's look at a couple more images. Here we go. Thank you,
Here
Jason.
we go.
That has potential.
Yeah.
You know what I think messes this one up? That white line where they cropped in the very front was
like
not
where it is?
necessary. Like
Yeah.
right down here. Like
Yeah, the
why
bottom.
is that there? All right,
Yeah.
but in fact, I think this whole thing could come up to about right there. It would bring all this, you know, this bicyclist.
Wait, yeah,
and
because
a-
you needed. That's what the bicyclist being a little closer might have helped.
Yeah, let's just. What if we pulled? Oh crud! There's a bug in camera. There, you have to kind of do it this way. So let's say you brought it up to about here. You might take a little out of there, if you still want it to be vertical. Yeah, I think that's a stronger picture. Now you can actually see they're not off in the distance. They're kind of in the foreground.
Yeah.
You could even go a little closer, if I believe. What happened here? Is this
It's
like
just they painted it and it was wonky when they painted it or something.
okay?
I think
I'll go with that.
either that or the
AI.
This
is a crooked what? Florence? Is that Florence? I'm not sure. It looks crooked.
yeah with a
I like the sky.
there's a
The huge glow.
glow around there. There's a mask.
A mask of glow.
Yeah, around the tower.
And the glow kind of goes like this, all
Yeah,
the way out here, all the way up here, and just kind of all the way over there. So but it's an interesting sky. There's a glow on the sky.
There's potential to that one.
There's potential.
I like that one.
There's not
And
potential here.
That this is nothing.
It's
I mean,
a nothing burger.
hey, you went to a lavender field,
Yep, and it wasn't really that lavender. All right.
and you might have said, "Well, I can't get past the fence." Well, then you got to get past the fence. How
Well,
do you talk to somebody?
Hang
and
your
get
hang your
past the
camera
fence?
over the fence,
Yeah,
like
get
lean
past
over
it.
the fence. The fence is really killing you. And
But
plus
then there's also no subject.
no subject. There's no like
no subject.
So usually
you
if you
saw
look
this one shot, right, where it was like the lavender fields are lined up and there's a tree in the distance. That's what you saw.
yeah, what you need is like a house or something in
Yes.
there to make it more interesting. Some other little element that makes
But just
that
the
lavender
rows
fields.
of the lavender is not going to make the picture.
All right. Uh-oh.
All right. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, plastic. Is
What
it
happened
that a
here?
mannequin with like a plastic shirt
Yeah,
on?
this is HDR at its worst.
HDR to the max.
To the max.
I
Terrible.
mean, that's what he looks like. His shirt's plastic.
Yeah, look, I understand what you're trying to do with all the metal and all that old stuff, then
gotta take it off him.
Just take it off him.
Yep.
Don't do it to him. Like mask him out or something. That's everything else looks. It's still a little too much, but I see where you're going with it. You could kind of do that.
Yeah, you got to take it off him.
Hey, Sharon's asking, why do you use Camera Raw for blind critiques instead of Lightroom? Here's why, Sharon. It's going to sound stupid, but with I'm using the bridge, so it's just easy for me to do it. I usually get these images right before we go on the air. Literally, like I get them, I download them, and I'm
because we have people that submit right in the last minute.
If I go to Lightroom, I have to import them into Lightroom and then separate them. It's a pain in the butt, and then I have all these pictures in my Lightroom catalog. So, but it's the same sliders that do the same thing.
Same thing.
It's written by the same guy. It's all the same stuff. Don't let the interface that's slightly different throw you off. But that's why, Sharon. It's a good question to ask. All right.
But to your point, though, if you're not using it, this is why Photoshop, you should, as a Lightroom user, you should use Photoshop. There's things that Photoshop can do that Lightroom can't.
Many things.
And that's where knowing the difference between Camera Raw and the Develop module, it's just using it more and you'll know it.
Speaking of that, if you don't know Photoshop, you need to go to the Photoshop World Conference.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm starting off the conference with a class called Photoshop for Lightroom Users. It's a crash course for people who use Lightroom, and they've always wanted, like, I've always wanted to learn Photoshop. I always thought I should do it and all. I'm not going to show you the stuff that you can already do in Lightroom. I'm only going to show you the stuff that you need Photoshop for. And when you see it, it's going to open your eyes. You're going to be able to do every single thing that I show you. You do not have to learn all of Photoshop. You just have to learn the stuff that applies to photographers. So the Photoshop conference is coming up. When is it? In September?
September, yeah.
It's in September, but you can get your ticket now. So go secure your spot. If you go now, you can save a ton of money. September 14th through 17th. And here's the thing. This is especially for people who aren't good at Photoshop, because after 3 days, or if you do the optional, which is free, pre-conference day, it's 4 days. It's really a 4-day event. You'll be good at Photoshop. You'll get it. You'll know it, and you're going to learn all the things that you want, and you get the entire thing archived for an entire year that you can stream on demand, any class in any track. We have multiple tracks, multiple days. There's nothing like it.
And it's live, and you get to ask questions.
Yeah, you get to talk to the instructors and all. Yeah, and other people at the event. So it's really great. It's we've been doing it since 1999, and it's sponsored by Adobe. So come and check it out. All right.
Adobe's teaching classes. Adobe's got a keynote.
Yeah, Adobe's teaching classes. They got a keynote, the whole 9 yards. Hey, Ron says, it looks like Photomatics. Remember Photomatics 3D?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going on here. And it's also going on here. This one, it's not as bad because there's nobody in it, but there's a lot of HDR going on there. The third one here is there's a lot of HDR going on, but here's what I would say. To make this good, the plane's on the ground, it's on a taxiway, or it's on the ramp. You needed to slow your shutter speed down and get that full blur. This is your shot to get the full blur on the props, but you didn't do it, and you shot it at, I don't know, let's see.
1/125th or 1/80th.
1/180th instead of 1/15th of a second or something.
Yeah, it needed to be
you
at 1/30th
could have had a really great prop shot here. So,
and those are, like Scott's saying, those are the home run shots, because plane's hardly moving. All you got to do is track it halfway decent, and you can get that full blur.
Yeah, at a 15th of a second or a 30th of a second, you'd have had a full prop blur. It'd have looked wonderful, but you need to back off all your post a little bit. You don't. You're like going 100% in. You need to be at like 70.
And then if a person's in the shot,
then it really
take them out of the HDR.
Yeah, don't do the HDR on them.
You have to mask them out.
Yeah, just a couple more. This kind of has some potential.
It's cool.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think this is really cool.
Cinematic kind of processing.
Yeah, it has a cinematic.
And it has a, like, S-curve going through it.
The road is what makes it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, without that road.
Without the road, man.
Now, a car in there. Oof.
Oh, and a puffin.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. I think you could get a lot tighter on the puffin. all this junk over here isn't helping
Yeah.
it. So why don't you do this? Why don't we get in tight on the puffin?
Let's do that.
Let's go tight on the puffin. I think you could go like something like this. So you know, you have it kind of.
That helps.
Yeah,
that
that
helps a lot.
Yeah.
That helps a lot.
Yep.
If I would have saw that, it would have made.
And then you
made
could
feel
throw a
better.
little vignette on the
Yeah.
edges, right? Kind
There
of
you
bring the
go.
focus in on your puffin.
That just to prove it, that wasn't a little vignette. That's a pretty aggressive vignette.
Yeah, that's
but it
triple
made
what I normally
it
do.
made the photo way better.
Yeah.
because it focused in on what you want the subject to
Oh,
be.
you really can't really tell from there. I was zoomed in too far. But see how the
Yes.
vignette on the other side kind of warms everything up, takes the heat off the edges, focuses your eye to the
It
center.
focuses my eye more towards the puffin.
You know what it is? The edge vignette is like the underrated hamburger at Outback.
Yes, it's also
It's a powerful tool.
It rescues a little bit of bad light.
Yep. I think we have one or two more, and then we're done. Oh no, these look all right.
Yeah.
Got a big glow around the mountain. Huge glow. Get rid of the glow. I like
central.
the little trail. Get rid of the glow. I think this is one where somebody there would have been good.
Yeah,
like
it would've-
one
it would've
person.
saved it.
I like your post processing and all. I like the post a lot.
Yeah.
And I like the time of day that you shot it. Good
Yeah.
time of day.
Just
Another
not long
good
enough.
time of day. This one is, he's right. I think this is the canal, the Grand Canal in
Yep.
Venice.
Yep.
But that boat is so distracting in the front. And if you'd have just done a much longer, like a 10 stop.
Well, you can
know,
still see the texture in the water too. It's
Yeah,
kind of like
you-
that.
a
You're in
longer
You're in that
exposure.
awkward time,
I know, but this is a pretty good photographer. One of the best of
Yes,
the day for
yes.
sure, by far.
and that's what you got the skills.
Yeah, you got the
can
skills,
do it.
man. Your composition's good. Your light, look at the light. Is a very interesting light.
Yes.
Way later in the day. Way later in the day.
So I believe that to be early in the day,
Or one of the others.
just because of the sun's rising to the east.
I defer to you. And uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Ouch.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Wait.
There's something there.
Yeah, wait. That's not bad. That looks like a completely different
All right,
photographer
yeah,
took this shot. What
What
happened?
happened in the middle? The
What
middle
happened?
photo.
Oh,
I
the
really
mid-
want to understand,
Yeah.
like how that, like and look at, you're trying to do it. You're trying to do the outfit. You're trying to tell a story, but you literally went just like throw the light at the scene.
Yeah, all right.
Just
Step
no
one,
directional.
your white balance was super far off. Look.
Like, yeah. Now
Blue.
she looks alive.
Now.
Push in some magenta.
Now it looks too. Okay. I'm sorry.
F2.
I know. Boom. A little bit. There we
Little
go.
bit, little
All
bit.
right. Then go to light, and then drop the highlights so we're not
Yes.
looking so
Okay,
flashy.
not flashy.
It looks so flashy.
So flashy.
So and
And
then
flat flashy.
and then drop in a vignette.
Let's do it. It's better.
It's better. I mean, it's
But-
not good.
But the thing is, the lighting
Way
is
better.
what would have drove this. Because you did the other stuff. Like, you did the other stuff. It's
yeah,
just-
she's Red Riding Hood, and
You
there's
just
a wolf.
didn't do the lighting.
It's not
at
really
all.
a wolf. I think it's like a doggo.
Yeah, it looks like a husky or something.
It looks like a dog. All right.
But still. And then the last one's.
Uh,
But then the first one.
oh, come on.
Like, I don't know what's going on. But
I
then,
don't-
how do we get to the last shot?
I think the pose is okay, but the background, like, if you're going to use that as a background, you better throw it the heck out of focus. The problem is when you're using a sheer veil like that, I don't know if you can use the lens thing. Let's try it. I don't know.
No, you are at F19.
Why are you at F19?
Yeah, you need to be at like F4.
Do you know how rarely you see the word F19? Well, that's better. Look, it did okay.
That's what we're saying. And that would be like F2.8 there. Actually, at 28 millimeters, that'd be more like F1.4.
Yeah, so that's
another thing. You need to
certainly
zoom
better.
in to get that compression.
And then while you're here, go to the crop tool and rotate this thing so she's not heading downstream. Something more like that. I think that's certainly better than where we started.
Yes.
Now, I might have gone a little aggressive there with the out of focusness, but that's certainly better.
Definitely don't want to be at f19 for those shots.
Yeah.
I don't even think f19 is like no man's land.
There's one more thing I might do, just a retouch, and that is to go in here to Liquify. And, oh, hold on. Go to Liquify, get this first tool here, which moves things around like they are, what you call it, butter. No, like they're a slow, and I would just tuck this in a little bit. I haven't met many brides that like to see their stomach sticking out. So I would just tuck that in just a little bit so it doesn't look like it's really, there we go. Just some, it's not a lot, but I'll show you the difference here. Why won't the, see what I mean?
Yeah, you just pull it in.
Just pull it in a little bit. Because I don't think any brides are like, yeah, I like my stomach pooching out like that. So, all right, Cindy says, Photoshop conference is just what photographers need and not a graphic artist. I always thought I was learning everything in Photoshop that I didn't need. Is Photoshop World for photographers or graphic artists? It is for photographers. There are a couple of things that would apply to graphic artists, but honestly, it's a photography conference at this point. You'll notice it says the ultimate online photography training event. That is the tagline.
That's our thing. Photography, it's Photoshop, Lightroom, and photography.
Yep.
And Photoshop World is like, honestly, Photoshop, there isn't a cooler app on the planet for photographers. Also, a cool app for graphic designers. But that's where Photoshop is so deep, so many genres. Videographers use it all the time.
Videographers, I got a tour years ago of Paramount Digital Design, which is on the Paramount lot in Hollywood, and it is their company does nothing but movie trailers.
Yeah.
And we got to go and see and spend some time with them and all. And I expected to see like Premiere running on every machine. Photoshop was on, almost everybody was working in Photoshop.
Yep.
They do these things and then they animate it in After Effects.
Yeah, After Effects. But I'm telling you, Photoshop used so many genres.
It's in everything. There's like, if you see a picture.
It's deep. It's deep.
Or a video, Photoshop was in there somewhere. All right. I think that's about it for today. We're over by 17 minutes.
We didn't push the button. That's good.
We didn't push the button, but we've been tempted. It's very tempting.
Hey, we got to give away some prizes, though.
Do it.
We got the Platypod multi-accessory kit is going to Katrina Steele. Then we got the iPhone photography book going to Paula Stone. Then the night photography book going to Robert A. Crow. And then I'm No Noise going to Sam Henderson. So there you go.
One last thing before we go. You guys, we play some trailers here for classes that on the grid here. I don't know if you realize it, but we release a class every single week. We are constantly having new classes come out. So you have a whole year where you're getting new stuff all the time. And we talk to our members, we ask them what they want to learn. We do classes that we feel like are really going to help them. We have learning tracks, so if you want to learn something new, like if you wanted to learn Photoshop, we have a track for beginners and a track for more advanced people. So we've got all that stuff. Oh, you can gift a membership right there.
I think you just did a class, or you came up with a class about portrait photography this week. So I think that's the one that just went up.
Yeah, I did a class on what makes a great portrait.
I just filmed a class on basic camera maintenance stuff. Like people want to know how to clean their lenses and their sensors.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Thomas must be showing up late. What is the button for?
We gotta go watch the beginning of the show.
No, we can show him. We can do a demo for him. All right, Thomas. So this button is if somebody's images are so bad that it's just sell your gear time. It's like you're not a photographer. Don't pretend to be. Your stuff's awful. Just do something else.
Just
Pick a different
honest with
hobby.
you.
So here's what we're gonna do a demo for you. Here's what happens. If it's so bad that Erik and I feel like it's bad, we put the button here, we flip the top. We both have to agree, though.
Yeah.
It's like, launching from a sub. And then when we hit it, this is what happens.
There you go.
So we've only had to use the button twice. So But
I'm hoping it'll stay closed.
hoping it'll stay closed. Today was not. It wasn't terrible photography day. It was marginal.
It was
photography
marginal.
day. He used the right word at the very beginning. All right.
But again, I want to go back to like that's where people were bringing that up because I think we got a lot of this was vacation photos this time.
Yeah, a lot of vacation photos.
And there's a difference between vacation photos and travel photos, and that's what you got to study.
All right, Robert says he's new here. When is the next blind critique? We do them about every 2 or 3 weeks now. So the best way to know, Robert, is follow me on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/skelby. My first initial and last name, all one, S. Kelby. Follow me there or follow me on Twitter @ScottKelby. And I literally give out call the day before that says, hey, time to submit 3 images. And then this morning, the morning of the show, I go, last call to submit, and that's where it is. So it's every couple of weeks, Robert, just to like 2 to 3 weeks,
2 to
something
3
like
weeks,
that.
yeah.
We used to do it once a month, but it's our most popular show. People want to send in the
people,
images.
This is the thing that people get the most out of too, that they always tell us. So we were like, we're going to do that.
How do we get critiques from you guys on the photos that were not chosen? Sadly, you don't. Here's the problem, is we get so many submissions. There are so many. And we also try to pick ones where we can actually help and say, oh, you need to crop, or you need. Sometimes you look at the pictures and you're like, I don't know what to tell this person. These are like, it would be like, woo.
Now, with that said, we do have a program inside of Kelby One that if you're at the point at which you're like taking us seriously and you're like, I want critiques, I want portfolio reviews, I want to coach. We have a coaching program that you can go over a VIP program and you can get into coaching. And at that program level, you get monthly where we're doing critiques monthly. We're doing one-on-one portfolio reviews, that kind of stuff. But that's if you're at that level. This is really designed for people like, just be honest with me of where I am, you know?
Yeah. So. Lastly, here's what I'd like you to do. If you hear us talk about Kelby One, go to the kelby1.com website and just see if it's for you. It may be that thing. You might be so close to being where you want to be, but just go over there and it explains everything, and just go check it out if you get a second. Just kelby1.com, and you'll learn so much, and you'll see how it all works, and you'll learn a lot about us, and you could join today. We would love to have you as a member, wouldn't we, Eric?
Absolutely.
We would love to.
People love it.
Yep. And
our members love it.
When you think about, we come out with 50-something classes a year. Sometimes we actually come out with more than 52, but let's just say we'll use 50 for an example, right? I mean, you're paying, what, $4 a class or something?
Yeah.
It's like 50-something cents a day. Why wouldn't you do it? And we cover all the different topics. We have so many different topics. But the best thing is, it's a new class every single week. And they're full-length classes. You know, they're a lot of them are on location. We go all over the world and do classes and teach you stuff.
Yep.
We're doing safari, we go to Africa. If we're shooting planes, we're up in the air. Just, you know, wherever we're doing travel, we're on the streets of Paris or London or wherever. Anyway, go check it out. We'd love to have you as a member. And it is an incredible value. Incredible value. All right. Hey, Dave says we got to get a button for great shots.
I'm all for it. Gotta just have a different color so we don't push the wrong one.
Yeah, we don't want to hit the wrong button if things go bad. Hey, guys, thank you so much for sticking with us today. I know this was kind of a harsh one. This was kind of a rough one. For everyone that's...
I would just call it a mediocre one.
Yeah. For everyone that sent in an image, thank you. Thank you for sending them in, because it not only hopefully helps you to improve your photography, but you're also helping everybody else in the community on the grid that watches to be able to see, okay, next time I need to shoot in great light, next time I need to make sure I have a subject. Those things will really, really help you out. Thanks so much to our sponsors, and we'll see everybody next week. Thursday at 1.